Today, I'm diving deep into the signs and symptoms to see if I can figure out if my headache is a migraine waiting to happen. Migraines are no joke, folks. They can completely derail your daily routine, leaving you feeling helpless and frustrated. But the thing is, many of us don't even realize we're suffering from migraines in the first place. We just think we're experiencing a really bad headache. But migraines are so much more than that. They're a neurological disorder that can cause a range of symptoms, from debilitating pain to sensitivity to light and sound. In fact, did you know that migraines affect over 39 million people in the US alone? That's a staggering number. And yet, despite their prevalence, migraines are still often misunderstood and misdiagnosed. So, in this video, I want to talk about the signs and symptoms that might indicate your headache is actually a migraine in the making. It's essential to recognize these signs early on because migraines can have a significant impact on our quality of life. They can cause us to miss work or school, strain our relationships, and even lead to depression and anxiety. So, let's get started on this journey to uncover the truth about migraines and headaches. One of the biggest challenges in recognizing migraines is that they often masquerade as common headaches. The symptoms can be very similar, making it difficult to distinguish between the two. For instance, both headaches and migraines can cause throbbing pain, sensitivity to light and sound, and even nausea and vomiting. So, how can you tell if your headache is actually a migraine? Well, one key difference is the location of the pain. With headaches, the pain is usually localized to one side of the head or the forehead. But with migraines, the pain can be more widespread, often affecting the entire head, face, and even the neck. Another difference is the intensity of the pain. Headaches can be uncomfortable, but migraines can be excruciating, leaving you feeling like you're going to pass out. Another symptom that's common in migraines but not so much in headaches is aura. Aura refers to a range of sensory disturbances that can occur before the onset of the migraine. These can include flashing lights, zigzag patterns, or even temporary vision loss. Some people also experience strange smells or tastes before their migraine kicks in. But let's not forget about the duration of the pain. Headaches can come and go within a few hours, but migraines can last for days, even weeks. The pain is often accompanied by other symptoms like fatigue, mood changes, and even cognitive impairment. One thing that's really interesting is that migraines can be triggered by a range of factors, from hormonal changes to certain foods and drinks. Even stress and lack of sleep can trigger a migraine. So, if you're experiencing frequent headaches, it's essential to start tracking your symptoms to see if you can identify any patterns. For instance, do you always get headaches during your period? Or do you notice that certain foods, like cheese or chocolate, always seem to trigger a headache? By paying attention to these patterns, you can start to identify potential migraine triggers and take steps to avoid them. Another important thing to keep in mind is that migraines can be accompanied by other symptoms like dizziness, vertigo, and even tinnitus. So, if you're experiencing any of these symptoms along with your headache, it's possible that you're dealing with a migraine. Now, I know what you're thinking: how can I be sure it's a migraine and not just a bad headache? Well, the truth is, only a doctor can diagnose a migraine for certain. But by paying attention to your symptoms and tracking your headache patterns, you can start to get a sense of whether you're dealing with a migraine or just a run-of-the-mill headache. I want to share a personal story that really drives this point home. A few years ago, I was experiencing frequent headaches, and I just wrote them off as stress-related. But then I started noticing that my headaches were always accompanied by sensitivity to light and sound, and I would often feel nauseous and dizzy. It wasn't until I started tracking my symptoms that I realized I was actually experiencing migraines. It was a game changer for me because it allowed me to start making changes to my lifestyle to avoid triggers and manage my symptoms more effectively. And I know I'm not alone in this. Many of you have probably experienced similar stories, where you've written off your headaches as just a normal part of life, only to realize later on that they were actually migraines. So, let's recap the key points we've covered today. First, migraines are a neurological disorder that can cause a range of symptoms beyond just headache pain. Second, migraines can be difficult to distinguish from common headaches, but by paying attention to the location, intensity, and duration of the pain, as well as any accompanying symptoms, you can start to suspect whether you're dealing with a migraine. Third, migraines can be triggered by a range of factors, from hormonal changes to certain foods and drinks, and tracking your symptoms can help you identify potential triggers. Finally, only a doctor can diagnose a migraine for certain, but by being aware of the signs and symptoms, you can take steps to manage your migraines more effectively. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've had any experiences with migraines or headaches, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and click on the bell for more health tips and updates.